everybody. It's the husband, and I just watched this horror movie called Jennifer. You cannot really find it unless you know a thing called Masters of Horror. It's like a TV series or something like that. So I found this horror episode, but it's basically a horror movie, and I watch it, and I want to recommend it to you because you can actually watch it. I cannot state where because I will get banned on YouTube, so in the comment I will leave a little riddle, okay? It will be easy to understand. The riddle will include the name of the website. So read my comment below. Now, if you're okay with a little bit of spoiling, I can do a mini recap of the movie. So, it is about how I would summarize the horror movie, is that love is blind. And number two, love can kill you. Because this horror movie is all about that. You see, there's a police officer in the start. He hears a lady screaming. Not with words, but just screaming. And the man gets ready to chop her off with a cleaver. So the police officer kills the man with the gun, saves the lady, but when he looks her in the face, oh my. Probably not the prettiest face he has ever seen, and it's not at this. That face that he saw is the main focus of the movie because that face is unsettling. I don't know how they did it, how they did that face of the lady, but it's hard to describe. When you look at that lady's face, you get a little bit of unsettling vibes, okay? It is hard to look at. Because those people, even though this is a cheaper movie, they made the makeup professional. And that face can give nightmares, trust me. I won't go into details of what's wrong with it, with that face, but you can watch this movie and you will find out. So, this police officer has psychological problems. He cannot have intercourse with his wife anymore because he's thinking about this lady that he saved. Because it's like, even though she has a disturbing face, she like put a spell on him. Had some kind of womanly skills or magic to seduce a man. So he feels like hers. He can't stop thinking about her, and eventually his wife leaves him because he brought the lady to his house. She has nowhere to live, she cannot speak. She's like homeless. So he brought her into his house, and she seduced him so bad that he just, every time with her, they do some 50-50, okay? So this is his new love interest, even though she is basically a monster. Now, all of this would be kind of durable, okay? Love is blind. But when your love starts hurting somebody else, then the problem begins. So, at first, this lady that the police officer saved tore a domestic cat into pieces and ate his freaking intestines. Yes, I said it, but it happened. So the man still continued keeping her. Because as I said, the spell was put on him by the lady, and she seduced him very strong. If you can't forgive something like that, continue doing your stuff with her, you really fell into a spider web. She has you glued to her, you won't leave her. Now this kind of, okay, passes, okay, but later what happens? The lady is not satisfied with domestic cats. She eats a little girl. Brutal, like, can't see the action fully, but the outcome. You can see what she eats. And that little girl It's just, gory to see getting eaten like that. So this man again, you would say this is the point where you know that you are not going to be with this lady, but he still falls for her again because she is so skillful. She touches him, she seduces him, and it's like a magic. Put a spell on him, he forgives everything. It's like a curse. You cannot escape your lady, even if she's killing and eating somebody else. So eventually, another kid got eaten alive. He was still alive when he got eaten, so he was in pain. And the main guy snapped. The police officer was like, frick it. You killed this other kid. I'm gonna chop your hair off with an axe. I don't care about love anymore. Well, I care, but you're just killing too many kids, okay? So he goes to chop off her head. But what happens? A hunter spots them, another man with a gun, and shoots the police officer before he could chop the lady's head off. So the lady is saved again, just like in the movie start. And what the lady starts doing? Seducing the hunter that saved her. So the story repeats. At the start of the movie, the guy that tried to kill this lady with a cleaver was shot by a police officer. The lady put a spell on this police officer and glued him to her. But eventually he could not take anymore because he himself is not into killing and cannibalism. So the curse again began. He tried killing her. He was shot by that different guy. And we could see in the end, when the different guy saved her, she put her hand on him and just freaking the guy start getting saliva drops out, like he was so freaking seduced. So from this lady, you cannot escape, and when you try to kill her, a different man will fall into her trap, and the cycle continues. And the eternal curse, origin of the lady is unknown, where she came from, why is she like that, but we are for one thing sure. She regulates the population of men. When there are too much, she will kill off some. Not she, but will make other men kill each other for her. And continue loving new men, because she has an appetite. You will see that in the movie. There's plenty of scenes when she wants to get some fitty-mitty, okay, with a man. So you will see it very many times. Not that much, but you can count on one hand. So it is not something amazing, but it is not something super bad, okay? When you watch it, you might want to quit at some moments, but only at the start. But I suggest watching to the end because there are way worse movies, okay? And I wouldn't even call this one worse. I would give it 5 out of 10. So it is better than the movie with the mutated cat. You should watch this one full. So read my comment and investigate my riddle, because I cannot state clearly where to watch, but you can find out by my riddle, the website name, okay? Maybe, because I don't want to get banned on YouTube. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate your presence. Bye bye, folks.